You're entertained by me. It's just what I do. I'm better than the rest. It's just what I do. All right. So this ain't gonna be that long though, but it's gonna be about a video though that it's time that people need to understand though that this isn't about Xbox right now. This ain't about any of that stuff. But this time it's about having to do with Call of Duty on the PlayStation 3 though. So I don't know if any of you guys have played Call of Duty on the PlayStation 3 before. I did before. I have, even though Call of Duty on the Xbox 360 was like my main preference though back in the day. But I have to tell you this though, Call of Duty on the PS3 is it's dead. It's dying or something like that, or whatever you want to call it though. It's just it's probably been dead though. But and this is not clickbait. This is nothing to get anyone under anyone's nerves though. But I mean, this has been happening for like the past few years though. Hold on, so let me get this camera fixed though. There we go. That yeah, it's just Call of Duty. It's just on the PS3. It's just dying. So right now, what you're gonna have is some live Black Ops 2 replay that I've been having though. Been trying to get some good footage though with some Black Ops 2. Even though hey, there are some theater matters, and I hope that house on this though. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna have to say this though. Call of Duty on the PS3 is actually dying, and there's a lot of good reasons on why it's been dying, and it's probably been dying since like what the beginning of 2018 or 2017, maybe around 2015, maybe back then though, like maybe earlier, like I could go back even further though, but it's mostly around that time when it was just when PS4 and Xbox One were going on each other during that time. But I have to tell you this, man, like it's bad. It's really bad though. So the thing was that I went to my buddy's house the other day. We were just chatting around. And he said, "Hey, want to play some games?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What do you got?" He's like, "Yeah, I got my PS3, man. We can just probably hook it up." And I told him, "Hey, you got some games?" Like, yeah. He said, "I got Call of Duty." So when we played Call of Duty together. I mean, we just tried to do a little bit of sprint screen though because hey, it is what it is. But I have to say this though, it was a very bad experience though. I'm not gonna lie to you though, and I'm gonna say right there, like it was a very bad experience. Like he even said so himself, like, "Hey, I did not have a fun time." Um, so anyhow, back to where we have to go though. Like here's the reason why Call of Duty on the PS3 is just dying though. Back then, hey, it was actually something that I actually did though, because you know what? Hey, I just love messing around though. I just love to troll around and all that. But most importantly, like here's the reason like why like Call of Duty on the PS3 is just dying. First reason is the fact that this on the PS3 there is this thing that when it comes to for people to like have new players on the PS3 though, this isn't affected by all the PS3 games for the classic Call of Duty games on the PS3. It's mainly affected by like the most popular ones out of the bunch, like for instance Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, MW3 and Black Ops 2. Those games right there, those seem to be the most affected out of them because the thing is that once you have like a new account or something like that, what happens is that the game or the system, the PS3 system, will not recognize you as a PlayStation user. It'll just recognize you as like a guest or something like that. That you don't have the right to even get in. So yeah, So like if you have a new account or something like that, forget about it. It's not you're not really gonna progress or anything like that. So with Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1, if you're having a new account or something like that, you won't be able to progress through the game. Like it'll just automatically reset your rank in multiplayer though. Well, you could be able to play Spec Ops and all that and zombies, but other than that, you can't really play multiplayer on there. And as for MW3, you really cannot be able to play it at all, though. Like, if you have a new account, you're never going to play it, which is, fucking sad that Sony's doing this, though, because, like, at least there's some people that want to play. Um, like I said, yeah, you can't be able to find anyone really playing it because the fact is they've compromised. Like you start the game, right? You go on the PS3, you start it up. It says communication with Activision servers have been interrupted, which is something that probably you guys aren't going to expect, but you're not going to like either. So that's just one thing that you're gonna have to understand though for Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops 2, it's a little bit much more different than that. You can still play with a new account though, but the thing is that you have to do this alternative that you have to sign out of your PlayStation Network account, launch Black Ops 2, open multiplayer up, go into local game mode, start a local game mode, wait for the game to start, select loadout, sign back at the PSN, close your fucking menu system, which is a shitty menu system to this day now, and then end the local game, get out of local play, go back to the main multiplayer menu, click play online, wait for it, and then that's when you can be able to get your what do you call it? You can be able to play your $50 video game. That's the only way how you can be able to play Black Ops 2 though. And trust me, if you don't, and you have to do this all the fucking time. If you don't do it all the time, guess what? Forget about it. They're not going to let you go in though. So that's something you got to keep in mind though. If you don't be able to do, if you don't do that, you're not going to do well. Next thing that I also have to say about is that so pretty much yeah, Call of Duty 4 and World at War, those seem to be the one that is only seem to function properly because they don't have the name change glitch. So the name change bug that Sony must have messed up back in 2018 or 2019 must have messed up with the PS3 Call of Duties in this game. So you can't do much about it. So it is what it is, and Sony has to do something about this because the thing is that when I went on the 360, before, like it used to have this like slow problem though. But other than that, like that's pretty. Microsoft was able to clean the house from Activision though, because Activision was the one jacking those servers. So like I said, yeah, you have the name change glitch. You can't be able to get in a game though if you have a new name or something like that. If you have a new account synced up, keep in mind on that. Second reason on why Call of Duty on the PS3 is dying is because PS3, if you compare it with the 360 and the PS3, it has the weakest. It basically has the weakest security though. Like the 360 though, like if you compare it with the PS3 and 360, the PS3 has the most modded lobbies ever. Like you have the most amount of hackers out there, man, and it's ridiculously bad. I remember, like I said, I was with my buddy. We were trying to play Call of Duty, and literally we were just running into fucking hackers like left and right, just modders left and right. We couldn't even find a proper lobby though, and it was just bad. It's just bad. And the fact is that Sony ain't gonna do a damn thing to fix the security on that thing. It's just ridiculous though. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind though. If you're gonna play Call of Duty on the PS3, just know you're gonna run into a hacker every fucking day. Every fucking day you'll run into a hacker, and you're just probably gonna have a shitty time though. I don't know if that is in zombies though. I haven't checked it fully on zombies though, but I know it's mostly in multiplayer though, like with the original Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. So I just keep in mind on that though. Reason number three on why Call of Duty on the PS3 is dying is that there are like other alternative ways to actually play Call of Duty on the PS3. Like you literally hook up your DualShock 4 or whatever. You can literally hook that shit up on like something else. You can literally play Plutonium. And like I said, Xbox 360 is not like the only platform you can literally play on. You can literally play on the T4 Plutonium, the T3 Plutonium. All the World at War Plutonium servers. You can play that. You can play. Also, there was also another one, the Black Ops 1 Plutonium. You can play Black Ops 2 and MW3 Plutonium. The Plutonium servers are there for you on PC. You just got to find a way how to do it though. Because I was able to do it. I figured it out though. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. With Call of Duty on the PS3 though, you can't really. There are like other ways to like play though without having to deal with these fucking modders. Reason number four on why this is a thing is why Call of Duty on the PS3 is dying is because honestly, you making YouTube videos with Call of Duty on the PS3 though, you're not going to really have a fun time because you have to like run a bypass on the HDMI port. You have to run it. You really have to run a bypass on the HDMI port because you try actually using anything else, like you try just putting a HDMI on there, it's gonna have an HDMI, HDCP block or something like that. Just something that's just gonna block your thing. You won't be able to let you stream and all that. And so, like I said, there are other platformers that will actually give you a chance to do stuff like that though. And yeah, that's one thing. I've been dealing with this all the time when I try to when I used to like back in the day, I used to try making videos. I had to like do this I had to do this HDCP like bypass all the time. But see, like that's the thing. I just wish Sony was able to do that though, so it could actually be a whole lot much more convenient. And last but not least, though, the last problem on why Call of Duty on the PS3 is dying is Sony. We all know it's Sony. We know what they're doing. We know what they've been doing for like a long time now. We know why they're doing that. And quite frankly, there are some of you guys that probably don't know why, but there's a reason why. It's because Sony, they don't really care. They really don't care about what you got to say, though. And the fact is that people want to say that they want the Call of Duty on the PS3 to be repopulated again, which I can understand that because, like I said, the new Call of Duty games are complete dog shit. They're not good at all, anyways. So it's like, who wants to give a fuck about playing those games? But yeah, like there's really no there's really no reason to even tell them to actually make these games great again, though, because the fact is that Sony, they don't care about the PlayStation 3. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm still here. But yeah, like you can't be able to find anybody just trying to play this game on the PS3 though, and it's just sad. And so there we go. That's the end of the game though. 37-23. But who cares though? But it is what it is. But let me tell you something right now. Like Sony, like they just don't care. They don't really want to. They don't really want you to actually really have fun with these old games though, even though they're really good. And the fact that they still charge it for full price at the store. So, it is what it is. It's just ridiculous. So anyhow, Call of Duty is just on the PS3. Like I said, I would be hoping that maybe they could do something about this stuff because I would love to go back and troll PS3 players though. Because like I said before, I used to do that back in the day, and it was so fucking fun though. But yeah, seems that Sony they just don't care about the original PlayStation 3. I mean, that's why. Why do you think they don't have backwards compatibility for that fucking console generation? Though, I mean, do you think they actually fucking care or even give a fuck for the PlayStation 5? I mean, seriously, the PlayStation 3 for Call of Duty, it's just probably at its last leg though. And it's not. And let's get this out of the way. It's not like that. That I'm just trying to be all negative and all that type of stuff. But it's just this is what I've been seeing. I've been seeing this all the time, though. So, it is what it is. There isn't much I can really do about it. So, what else can you do? Um, honestly, I really think that PlayStation should really Sony should really do something about this because, quite frankly, I heard right now there's a million PlayStation 3 users at this time. So I don't know what they're doing, but really, they need to do something about this, though. They really need to do something about this, though, because the fact is, whoops, wrong thing. This is ridiculous. You're supposed to be seeing some good things, though, with Call of Duty, and especially with Sony, though, because they're supposed to be making good games, and I don't see them making them good games right now. So yeah, Call of Duty on the PS3, dead.